Hi guys, this video is designed to help you learn how to use upper structures, or in layman terms, how to make use of what you know. What I really think is it matters less how many structures you know, it matters more how many ways you can use them. For example, if I know triads, I can play this progression, D minor, G, C, A7. But if I know using these shapes as upper structures, I get this. Now this is a really powerful concept because what it means is I can really use the amount of structures in the fretboard universe, which is actually really small. There are only 19 fundamental objects, and use them again. And of course the Harmonic Explorer is optimized to do this. So I can start with a simple thing like this is Stella by Starlight in drop 2. Let me just play it in regular drop 2. Of course the application will be voice led by the Harmonic Explorer. This is standard. Okay, but look what's interesting. I can decide that I want to create a chord which reuses my triadic structures. What will I do? I'm actually going to create a chord. Look, this is a custom chord. And I'm going to tell the Harmonic Explorer, I want to build a chord with only the 3, 5, 7 of the chord. And if you look here, it will seem like the whole thing changed. The actual chords are now expressed as hybrid chords with a triad on top and a bass at the bottom. And the Harmonic Explorer only plays the top part. If you listen without the comping, you'll only hear G minor, C diminished. Check this out. Okay, but if I play the entire band style, which actually adds the bass, you'll feel how you're getting essentially 3, 5, 7 on top with voice leading. Let me set it, you can see this cool voicing. Okay, so you'll just see connections of G minor to C diminished to E flat, and you'll hear the bass in bottom, so you will hear the upper structures in context, which is really important for this kind of stuff. And they'll sound like this. A diminished, okay, and if this is confusing, you're not seeing the original chords of Stella by Starlight. It's just because my view has been not, if I want to not display as slash chords, then you'll see the actual chords. There it is. Now it looks normal, right? But what's really going on under the hood is it's playing these really, really cool slash chords that you can practice. Here they are again. There you go. Okay. And now when I'm improvising, I can really play arpeggios of the left part of the slash. If it's G minor over E, I'll play a G minor chord. And let me show you an extreme version of this. So what I'm doing is I'm only separating my chord into a triad, G minor. This is E flat, this is C minor. Okay, and that's how my brain works when I improv. Now, if I want to do something with more color, let me show you a fun example. Imagine I'm taking my typical song, this is Stella by Starlight normal. Now I want to get into using these structures to get cooler sounds. So what I'll do is I'll select a custom chord that has 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, look what happens. What I'm getting is on the E half diminished of Stella, first chord becomes G minor major 7, this one. Okay? And I'll play it with drop 2 so you can recognize the structures. And check out how the sounds sound. I'm getting rich, lush chords with 3, 5, 7, and 9, and I'm getting them with voice leading. Okay, and imagine if I don't like the color the Harmonic Explorer chose for my dominant, like B flat 7. Here, take a look what I can do. If I'm on a custom chord, let's do regular view. Okay, you can see just a B flat 7, flat 9. This is what I've actually requested the application do, and I did this by omitting the bass and just told it build me a chord with a 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, and 9 of the chord. Imagine I don't like the F7 and I feel like having cooler tension, so I can change it to flat 9, for example. Okay, I'm going to get cooler colors, or sharp 9. And then the Harmonic Explorer will actually generate the upper structure. Let's listen. Here it comes. Listen to F7. Okay, and now I can generate this as a slash chord, so I can see it with the upper structure view. And look how this is going to change how I sound on the chords, because now that I've broken up my original progression into upper structure plus bass, I can focus in my improvisation on upper structures, which emphasize the higher overtone chord, and that makes me sound more interesting, I hope, like this. Okay? So what I'm doing is I'm separating each of the chords that you see in a conventional way into very high upper structures. Let me take that to the extreme. I'm sure I'll break the app while doing it, but this is a really fun experiment. 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm using higher and higher shadings of the chord. What you hear is me separating from the root of the chord, but of course with the Harmonic Explorer, I can tell the bass, hey, I just moved really up in the harmonic tree. I'm getting, like, instead of 1, 3, 5, 7, I'm hearing all these 9, 11, 13 or 7, 9, 11. So I can tell the bass, why don't you play a 3 for me? So I'm telling it, add a 3 to the bass line. So now I'm going to hear a chord where the bass is going to establish the lower overtones, and my custom chord will get all these crazy higher overtones. Let's do, yeah, that'll be fun. Okay. Okay, so now let's listen what happens. Okay, let me fix that. That's definitely my mistake. Wrong style. Okay, there I go. There I go. Okay, here I go. Okay, hold on. Let me get the custom chord going. Let's do it with, what I'm doing is I'm throwing away the 3 and adding the 11. So I'm getting a chord with 5, 7, 9, 11. Check it out. Cool, huh? Okay, and now I'll take it high as I can go. I'll make a custom chord with 7, 9, 11, and 13, the highest colors. Okay, I'm getting these weird, interesting things like D7 over E, but don't get confused. That just means that I'm really playing a chord that has the root and the 7, 9, 11, and 13 of the chord. And the Harmonic Explorer does the calculating for me, and it tells me that playing a 7, 9, 11, 13 of an E chord, you can see it's harmonic tree, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, flat 13. It calculates what the upper structure is going to be. And check it out, when I improvise, you're going to hear me playing higher and higher vibrations. It's going to feel a bit disconnected from the ground, but I love it. And in a way, this is like a picture of my brain when I'm improvising, because even if I'm playing a simple thing, for example, just run-of-the-mill Stella by Starlight with drop 2, like this classic thing. Let's do a cool, fun style. Let's do simple. Okay, so I'm still playing this thing, but my brain has been trained all these upper structure thoughts. So while this is playing in the background, I'm imagining all the upper structures that I just showed you in my custom chords. Okay, so what do you need to do to start mastering this stuff? First of all, get the app. You know, there's a great free trial and there's a lot of free content you don't have to pay for, which does really, really cool stuff. So the step one would be, first of all, getting the objects. So you can just go, let's not say Stella by Starlight, you could just go to the courses which teach you all the harmonic primes or all the simple chords. Go to triads, for example, and once basic, let's do triads. Let's see which one we'll do. Let's do triads on, which string set are we on? Okay, on the second string. Learn the shapes. Okay, once you learn the shapes, for example, I know all my triads on the top strings. And I can play Stella by Starlight like this. Simple voice leading. Then with the Harmonic Explorer's custom feature, I can ask the Harmonic Explorer to play Stella by Starlight, but make my triads work as the 3, 5, and 7 of the chord. And of course, I'll get G minor over E instead of E half diminished. Then I'll get A diminished. Then I'll get E flat over C. The bottom line is, I'm learning how to reuse my triads. And then I get coherent comping. And once I have voice leading with that, that leads me to practicing the improvisation. Let me end this tiny lesson with just my normal comping techniques, which are a mixture of these concepts that you've seen here. It's a mixture of my ability to voice lead stuff, which is connecting chords, my ability to color chords with tensions, like adding all the higher overtones, and my ability to be melodic. And the bottom line is, I hope I'm moving a bit away from more run-of-the-mill chords and more interesting. So I'll comp still like this. Okay, and that's a strange trip that I'm on. And the Harmonic Explorer is explicitly designed to take you on that journey, starting from triads to seventh chords to everything else. I'll link in the description, harmonicexplorer.app. Get it, check it out, tell me what you need, and you can start learning with it. And I hope you understood that it's not how many objects you know, it's how you use your objects. Cheers, guys. Bye.